take her final bow on the series Nashville, and she is generating major Emmy buzz for her scene-stealing performance in The People vs. O.J. Simpson. So everyone, please welcome Connie Britton. Terribly long since we last saw you. We saw you at the White House Correspondents' Dinner a couple of weeks ago. It goes without saying. You looked stunning in your dress right there. Okay. I hear that you had quite the encounter at the dinner. What happened?
I did. You know, the White House Correspondents' Dinner is so much fun. You know, you get to see Obama be hilarious. But what was so exciting was before the dinner, I actually got to go backstage and say hi to Michelle and Barack, and that was pretty thrilling.
How come you got to do that? We didn't get to do that.
Well, George, you really have to ask that.
I'm so jealous.
I know. I would be jealous of me too.
Yeah.
Apparently you were taking a break that night, the White House Correspondents' Dinner, a break from your 5-year-old. Yeah. And apparently he has a fashion sense of his own.
Yes.
He is so precious.
My son now is very into mixing his shoes. It's like if you got one shoe that's great and then another shoe that's great, why just have to wear one pair when you can wear one of each?
I like that.
And I think that he also has a theory that if he wears 2 different ones, they make him faster.
They do.
So we all want to say we're sorry that Nashville is entering its final season.
Yes.
Are you upset?
You know, I am upset. I'm gonna miss so much about that show and the people who were on that show with me and the crew, and being in that town was so incredible.
We actually have a sneak peek at the finale that's airing this coming Wednesday night.
What's going on with our other daughter?
Having fun in New York City.
Great.
Restaurants, clubs, heels that are too damn high.
Those are some expensive heels, too. She's going to blow through her advance in no time. Wait a minute.
What?
Is that Vince Pierce?
Yeah, what?
Oh, my God. This guy is the worst.
Why do you say that?
Because when I was Maddie's age, he practically tried to force himself on me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. And now it appears he's working with our daughter.
Maybe we should say let's celebrate those 4 seasons.
I will certainly be celebrating, and we've been so grateful to the fans, because the fans are the ones that kept us on the air for so long, and they're the ones that keep us inspired to keep going, and the good thing about Nashville is the people are always going to love that town, always going to love country music, so Nashville's not going anywhere.
No, but I've got to tell you, when you walked in, all I saw was Faye Resnick, right? Because I was glued like everyone else to The People vs. O.J. Simpson. You played Faye Resnick, the close friend of the late Nicole Brown Simpson on that miniseries. You were so terrific in that role. I'm hearing Emmy buzz. Why are people still so fascinated with the O.J. Simpson story?
I think it's because it was such it was a time when the news cycle became 24 hours, and we watched that thing from start to finish, and people really remember when it happened. I mean, even if you weren't alive then, or you don't have a memory of it, the stories and the racial commentary about it are so relevant today.
I mean, you had every element for high drama.
Yeah,
and it was on TV, playing out in real time. You couldn't take your eyes off of it. I was glued to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the interview you did with Larry King was one of the big hits of the series. Do you have any memory of that?
Larry came in to play himself, and he was really excited to do that. And he's so, I'm sure you guys must know him, and he's just fascinating, and he had such vivid memories of that time.
Yeah. Larry King was fond of Faye, or?
Faye was a beautiful woman.
Yeah, she was.
She was a big flirt.
And so was Larry King.
Yes. So, it left the rest to the imagination, but it was fantastic to be able to do that with him. It felt really, he's so iconic, and that was an iconic interview.
So you say Faye Resnick. I think Friday Night Lights, you've had so many remarkable roles over the years. I love that show, obsessed. Still got a lot of fans. here for that show, but I know you're here today to talk about something that's near and dear to your heart.
Yes.
It's called Red Nose Day. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Red Nose Day is it's actually an amazing TV show that's going to be out on May 26th, and what I love about it is that it's all about raising funds and awareness for children in poverty around the world, but they do it with comedy. The show's going to be fantastic. It's going to be every major star that you've ever loved being hilarious. And for me, I spend a lot of time, I'm an ambassador, a Goodwill ambassador for the UN, and I spend a lot of time focusing on poverty around the world. And there's nothing better than using humor and using just relatability with people to let people understand what's happening in the world and how we can be helpful. And it doesn't have to seem overwhelming. It can seem like something that we can all be a part of and maybe even laugh at the same time.
It's so great having you here. Congratulations again on 4 seasons of Nashville.
Thank you so
We're
much.
very proud of all of your work. And you can catch the series finale of Nashville on Wednesday, May 25th at 10 p.m. right here on ABC. We're right back.